Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is Sridhar Reddy, Assistant Professor of Physics from Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. Welcome to Sri Quantum Academy. Today our topic is Hall effect. It is very interesting concept. I will make it more interesting for you with beautiful animations. Before going to start, please subscribe my channel, watch, comment, share my videos. If you have any doubt on any concept, let me know. I will make beautiful video with nice animations. First, I will show you how to visualize the directions of magnetic field. Then we'll discuss about the force acting on a charged particle when it is placed in magnetic field. Then Hall effect, theory, explanation, finally conclusions. First, how to visualize the directions of magnetic field. Before that, see here. This is a plane. Black spot is my center. Now I am trying to visualize three directions. First, identify positive x direction. It is like this from left to right. Now identify negative x direction. It is very easy from right to left like this. Now positive y direction. It is upward direction from the center, that means bottom to top like this. Now identify negative y direction is in downward from the center like this, top to bottom. This is easy. Now how to identify z direction? Z direction visualization is difficult in two-dimensional view because Z direction is perpendicular to X direction and Y direction. So Z direction is perpendicular to this plane and it is coming towards you like this perpendicularly. Now in two dimension it is very difficult. That's why I am showing with black color arrow. It is Z direction, positive Z direction, perpendicular to plane and it is coming towards you like this. Now similarly identify negative z direction. It is perpendicular to plane and it is going inside, that means away from you like this, it is going inside. So but to identify z direction, what I am doing here, just rotate this plane with 90 degrees like this. Now see here, before this z direction is coming towards you. Now see here, now my z direction is going in upward direction like this. Now this is my positive z direction, perpendicular to plane and it is coming out of the plane. Before, negative z direction is perpendicular to the plane and it is moving into the plane. But now my negative z direction is perpendicular to the plane and it is going downward like this. In generally, the direction perpendicular to the plane and it is coming out of the plane is indicated with dot mark. Sometimes a dot inside the circle. And if the direction perpendicular to the plane and it is into the plane, then that is indicated with cross mark. Sometimes circle and inside that a cross mark. Generally, magnetic field is indicated with dot and cross marks. Example, this is a plane of magnetic field and in this plane all into marks are there, cross marks. This indicates this is a magnetic field plane in which the direction of the magnetic field is perpendicular to plane and it is going into the plane like this. Next, see another plane of magnetic field and it contains all dots. This indicates it is a magnetic field plane in which the direction of the magnetic field is perpendicular to plane and it is coming out of the plane like this. This is how to visualize the directions of magnetic field. Next, the force acting on a moving charge in magnetic field. Let us suppose Q be the charge moving with velocity v in a magnetic field of induction B. Then the force acting due to magnetic field on the charge is given by F is equal to Q dot V cross B. If you remove cross product, use sin theta, F is equal to QVB sin theta. Here theta is the angle between velocity of charged particle v and the direction of the magnetic field b. If charged particle is moving perpendicular to the magnetic field, then theta becomes 90. That implies F is equal to QVB, maximum force act on the charged particle in the magnetic field. The direction of the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of V and B. It is perpendicular to both V and B. See here, this is the plane. The direction of the magnetic field is like this. Now a charged particle is moving with velocity v in this direction. Then the force acting on this charged particle will be in this direction, which is perpendicular to the both B and V plane. See here, this is a conducting metal wire. Generally metals has more free electrons. See here, these are electrons moving with velocity v. Now if I place this conducting wire in a magnetic field, then a force act on these charges because of the magnetic field, that is given by F is equal to QVB if the conducting wire is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Instead of metal wire, take a metal strip of uniform thickness. In generally, material is neutral. When you see externally, there is no charge on the material because inside positive and negative charges are equally distributed. See, the thickness of the metal strip is d. Now what I am doing, this is the magnetic field. The direction of the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and it is going inside. This is the direction. Now metal strip is placing in the magnetic field perpendicular to the direction like this. In the metal strip, charges are there. Now I am considering positive charge. You can take whatever you want. Let us suppose the charge is moving with velocity v in this direction. Charge is moving with velocity v in x direction and magnetic field is applied along the y direction. So the force acting on the charged particle F is equal to QVB. It acts along the z direction. So when this force acts on the charged particles along z direction, now charges moves in upward direction like this. Since material is neutral, so when positive charges are accumulating on the top side of the strip, then bottom side of the strip negative charges accumulates. If I take negative charge is moving in the material with velocity v in this direction, now my force acting on the charges is F is equal to minus QVB. The direction of this force is opposite to the direction of the force acting on positive charges. So now it acts along the minus z direction. So negative charges moves in downward direction. That means it accumulate on the bottom surface of the strip. When bottom surface accumulated with negative charge, positive charges accumulate on the top side of the strip. In this way, when current carrying conductor is placed in magnetic field perpendicularly, charges developed on the opposite sides of the conductor. Due to these charges, a potential difference is developed between the opposite sides of the conductor. This potential difference is called Hall potential difference and the electric field induced between the charges is called Hall electric field, and this phenomenon of inducing potential difference is called Hall effect. So Hall effect is when current carrying conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, then potential difference is developed between two opposite sides of the conductor. Magnetic field is acting along y direction and charges moving along x direction. So the resultant force acts along z direction, so that opposite charges accumulate on opposite sides of the strip. Because of these stationary charges, electric potential is developed between the charges is called Hall potential, and electric field is induced between the charges called Hall electric field. This phenomenon of developing potential difference between opposite sides is called Hall effect. Let us suppose current carrying through the conductor is I and charge is Q. The drift velocity of the charges is Vd. Now along x direction charge is there, along y direction magnetic field is there, resultant force is acting along z direction. The magnetic force acting on the charges is Fb is equal to Qvd into B. Here Vd is drift velocity. Hall electric field is Eh. So the Hall electric force Fe is equal to QEH. From these two we will get Eh is equal to Vd into B. General relation between electric potential and electric field, Eh is equal to Vh by D. D is thickness of the slab. Hall coefficient RH is equal to 1 by NQ. Hall coefficient is important here. The use of Hall coefficient is by determining Hall coefficient we can find out whether the charged carriers are positive or negative. If the Hall coefficient is negative, then the charged carriers are electrons. If the Hall coefficient is positive, then the charged carriers in the conductor are holes. Applications of Hall effect. It gives the sign of the charged carriers in the conductors, whether they are holes or electrons. It helps to understand the conduction in metals and semiconductors. It helps to measure the strong magnetic fields. Hall effect helpful to measure the drift velocity of the charges. Vd is equal to J by Nq. Here J is the current density, N is the number of charged carriers per unit volume, Q is the charge. Hall effect also helpful to find mobility of the charged carriers. Mu is equal to sigma Eh. Hall coefficient gives the number of charged carriers per unit volume N, because RH is equal to 1 by Nq. By finding Hall coefficient we can find out N value. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel, watch, share, comment my videos. If you have any doubt, let me know. I will make a video. Thank you.